welcome to this session today on learning Python in 5 days. Okay, today's session is very special because in the next half an hour, we're going to create confidence in many people who would want to become better Python programmers and data science professionals. So, how many of you are super excited? Type E in the chat box. Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Saujanya. Thank you, Prashant. Right. So now what I would require is people who are watching us on YouTube, you can see that in the chat section, there is a link to the Zoom meeting. You can directly click and join us live, right? So you can always directly join us within the Zoom session. Okay. Amazing. People who are joining us on Zoom, thank you so much. Welcome. People, and I would also welcome everybody who's watching us on our social channels: LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Thank you so much all for joining in on the day one of this particular session. Thank you, Anuhya. Thank you, Sunita. Thank you, Parthasarthi. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, Saurabh. Okay, that's great. Okay, let's begin. So first, I would say, okay, that's great. I think who are watching us on YouTube and Zoom both, I request you to mute at least one particular channel, right? You can mute Zoom and be on YouTube, or mute Zoom or mute YouTube and join us on Zoom. So I could see that 7 people are on YouTube. You can see in the chat there is link to the Zoom session. You can directly join us there. Okay, so let's begin. I'm going to let you know about the session, uh, how the session is laid out. Okay, so I'd be walking you through the uh, Python modules every day, each day, roughly 30 minutes. And we'll be doing this for the next 5 days. Okay. So every time we do an exercise, you would be running it parallelly to me. You can run this on your desktop on your mobile. If at all you have a desktop, but you have joined from mobile, now is a good time for you to make this shift, right? So you can directly shift onto your desktop device. Okay, people can even understand the concepts from mobile, but if you have a desktop, that would be better. Okay, great. So before we begin our day one exercises and understanding Python in general, we do a small exercise called the Ho'oponopono technique. The Ho'oponopono technique is a Hawaiian technique that is used by 1000 plus of our community members, which helps in clearing negativity and self-doubt. Right. So I'd request you to also practice this for the next 5 minutes and see the difference for yourself. Okay. So this particular technique requires you to close your eyes and be in an environment that is distraction free. Okay. So I request you to close your eyes. This technique, the Ho'oponopono technique, uh, has 4 statements in it. These are high energy, high vibration statements, which are: I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And these statements we'll be doing talking to our own self, right? So I request you to close your eyes, relax your breath, relax your forehead, relax your eyes. So try to say these statements out loud while we are saying, not just within your mind. Okay, so if you can, please go ahead and say the statement out loud so that you will have the maximum benefit. Okay, great. So I'll be taking my name during these statements. I'd request you to take yours. I'd be saying Sachi, and you'd be saying your own name, right? Okay, great. So let's begin. Close your eyes. Put your hand on your heart, and let's begin. I'm really sorry, dear Sachi. Here you'll be taking your name. I'm really sorry, dear Sachi, for not taking care of you. I'm so sorry for disconnecting with you, dear Sachi. I am the one who judges you so much. I am the one who criticizes you so much. Please forgive me, dear Sachi, for underestimating you. Please forgive me, dear Sachi, for not believing in you. Thank you, dear Sachi, for letting me have this beautiful experience of life. From now on, it doesn't matter who doesn't love you. It doesn't matter who doesn't appreciate you. Because I promise you, from now on, I love you, I am here, and I would never let you go again. Rub your hands together and put that energy to your face. Okay, take a deep breath. Great. So put in the chat box one word uh, that you experience. What is the result of this whole Ho'oponopono technique before and after? Right? How did it make you feel? Type one word in the chat box. Yeah, people who are joining us on social channels, you can put in the comment section. Okay, relaxing, calm, happy, light, peaceful, calm. Rahul says calm. Vijay, peaceful, peace. That's great. Okay, so thank you so much for sharing in all your results. Thank you so much. And before we begin, I would request few of you who can unmute and let me know your name, which city you are from, and your current background. Right. So I request you to unmute and you can just tell which city you are from. Anybody can start. You can. Yeah. Please go ahead. Rahul, you would want to unmute and let us know which city you are from. Yeah, Kanan, you can unmute and let us know the same thing. Right? You put on the chat box. Thank you so much. Abin, Ankita. Yes, Parthasarathi.
Sir, I am from Khordha, Odisha.
Okay. What is your current background, sir? What are you doing at this moment?
Sir, actually, I am MBA pass out, but I want to switch from MBA in management to software line.
Understood. Thank you so much for unmuting and sharing the your introduction. Thank you so much. We hope you take a lot of value. We have many people in our community who are from a similar background as you and are making that shift. Thank you so much, sir. Yeah. So anybody else who wants to unmute and does know what city you are from? Yes.
Sir, I'm Ram.
Go ahead, Ram.
Sir, I'm Ram Prakash from Tamil Nadu, sir.
Tamil Nadu. Okay, where in Tamil Nadu?
In Velangani, you know, sir. Velangani.
Okay. Currently, I'm.
Tanju.
Oh, is it? Okay. I'm currently in Madurai, so I think you would know better. I'm actually a Hyderabad, Madurai. So yeah.
You know Tanju, sir. Near to Tanjavur, sir.
Oh,
Near to
yeah,
Tanjore.
that's Tanjore.
Yes, sir.
Understood. Thank you so much. What is that you're doing? What is your current background?
I'm actually a professor, sir. My background, I'm basically professor and in triple background, electrical background, sir.
Wow.
I want to learn Python. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. I'm sure that you take a lot of value. A lot of teachers in our last batch also we had Asha Manch who herself was a teacher.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So Kanan says he's from Bangalore. Thank you so much, Kanan. So we'll be introducing, interacting, so as we proceed forward also. So thank you so much for unmuting and letting us know where you're from. So I'll be sharing link to our first day exercise. Okay, so I'm putting it on chat. People who are watching us on YouTube. Okay, I'm just, oh, on YouTube, Anandrao said relaxing. Pritish said, can I get the recording? You can watch the same YouTube link, Pritish. So Vishwa says from Bangalore. Thank you so much, Vishwa. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so let me also share the link on Zoom chat here. Okay, yes. So let me share my screen also. Great. So this is the link. If you open the link, you can see Python for data science, Python made easy for AI, day one, right? So how many of you are able to open this right now, currently? Type O in the chat box. Thanks, Ajanya. Thanks, Sushmita. Thanks, Sunita. Thanks, Anand sir. Ananda. Okay, thanks, Rahul. Thanks, Abin. Thanks, Kanan. Thanks, Path Sardi. Okay, great. So now once you open this, so let me first give you a little glimpse of the program. For the next 5 days, every day we'll be meeting for 30 minutes to 40 minutes. We'll be learning a little of Python, and then we'll be joining back on our day twos. Okay, the next day we keep doing that. Okay, and during this whole session, we will be also talking about how the market is there for AI professionals, data science professional, and how you can actually launch yourself into Python. Right. On the fifth day, we'll be talking about our graduation day. So the graduation day, we'll be giving out certificates to people who have been with us all throughout, and also let you know more about our programs as well. Okay, so Pixeltest is a community of over 1,000 people, where we the mission of Pixeltest is to have 1 million AI scientists and Web3 professionals. And so how do we do that? We make Python and blockchain more and more available and accessible. So that is how we're all here today. Okay, thank you so much. So now if you're able to open this, you'll be able to run whatever we are doing right now parallelly. Okay, so the mode of learning would be learning by exercise. We would be doing a small exercise and learning from it. Okay, so that is the best way to learn. Now, Python is one language which is becoming popular day by day, and it is very easy. In general, we have made it even more easier, but Python is easy because it is very much English-like. You can just, it's like you're talking to the computer only. Okay, so let us first talk to our computer. Let's help our computer to say hello. Okay, so how do we do that? You can see that there is this console box here. If you scroll down, you can see there is this one statement. It says print hello world. You can copy it and you can type it here, right? So when you paste it here, so you can click on run button here. When you click on run, it will print hello world here. Okay, so let us first check if this is working for everyone. I'm clicking run and it has printed hello world, right? Instead of hello, if you want to say namaste world, you can go ahead and do that. If you want to say vanakkam world, you can even do that. Okay, so you can change what you have written in that double quotes, right? So the structure of this is called a print statement, and here these brackets are called parentheses. You can even call them brackets, and within double quotes, whatever you write, it is going to print, right? So this is the first statement. The hello world statement is the first statement of any developer, anybody who wants to get into the IT industry. So I'd request, I'd want to ask how many of you are able to run this parallelly, right? Type R in the chat box. Great. Thanks, Vijay. Thanks, Prasad. Thanks, Sushmita. Thanks, Rahul. Thanks, Sunita. Great. So if you are able to run this parallel, thank you, Ananda. Parthasarvi, sir, so you opening this on desktop or mobile? If you're opening on desktop, you just have to copy this statement that we have written it here, paste it here, right? Yeah, so if you're on mobile, then you will be able to see maybe this portion first. Okay, so when you click on run, you'll have to maybe scroll here to see this portion. Okay, so in mobile you might have to scroll a little. Okay, slowly we would request you to switch to a desktop PC, but to learn this is good enough. I hope that helps, Bhatsar. Okay, so you have now printed your first statement, everyone. Congrats, because this is the first law of every programmer, the first line that they write. And this is the introduction to Python. And you can write and get print anything that you want, right? We'll also see different ways of printing this as well. Okay, so how many of you are excited? Type E in the chat box to learn this. Yes, thank you so much, Abhin. Thank you, Sunita. Thank you, Nazim. Thank you, Ahmad. That's great. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we'll understand this, what is there. So now whatever here is there in double quotes, that is called strings. And you see this hash symbol. If you put this hash symbol, this is called commenting, meaning that is not visible to people, right? So if at all you put a hash number, a hash symbol here, that will not get printed. So if I run it, nothing is getting printed. Even if I want to write hello, run, it will not get printed. So this is called commenting. So you can, if you remove it and run it, it will print. Okay, so this is many times useful in stopping one few lines to get printed, or making notes, right? So you can say hash and then say this is print. Okay, I'm just writing to make you understand. So you can even make some notes also here, so that you can understand, or even if you're writing for others, they can understand what you've written. Okay, so this is commenting. You do the hash symbol. Now if you are able to run this on your device, on your mobile or desktop, you can take a screenshot of it, not my Zoom, right? Take a screenshot of your device and post the session. You can put it on the WhatsApp group. For example, if you're joining the second time, if you're joined previous batches, you can even put your screenshots. Okay, so I would request you to keep taking screenshots, so that we are all there on the same page. Great. Now what we'll do, we'll learn a little about strings. So now I'm going to change the statement that I have here. Okay, here I'm going to say learning Python is easy. Okay, so I'm just going to say anything you can write. I'm going to say add super. If I'm going to run it, it's going to say learning Python is super easy. Okay, so this is the string, and if at all you want to do it in a different way, you can do it with the help of the operator plus. Okay, let me show you that. I can copy the next code snippet, right? And I'm going to paste it here. Right, so now here there are two strings, one in one double quotes, the second one in the second double quotes. Okay, and between them there is a plus sign. So in the first one, I've given a little space to the end. Okay, why? Because if I run it, the plus symbol will join two strings. Right, so the plus symbol, what it does, it joins two strings. Okay, so this is also called concatenate, but you can understand this as a join. Okay, so I'm going to run it. You can see that I will a set Python came as a one single string. Okay, so operators, you can use operators to do you can use them to join or do some operation like that. Okay, so how many of you are able to understand the print statement. If you understood print, type U in the chat box. Thank you, Sunita. Thanks, Arjanya. Thanks, Abin. Thanks, Thomas. That's great. Okay, thanks, Anuhya. Thank you, Ananda. So now, if what happens if you directly put numbers in this? Okay. Yeah. So Ahmad says, why use operator when we can write directly? Very good one. So we'll also understand a little more about operator. So it was my way to introduce an operator to you, right? You can do that. Let me tell you how we'll be doing this, right? So now I'm going to say print. I'm going to say 4 plus 5. Okay. So let's just see if we can do any operation here. Now you can see that here 9 got printed. Now the same operator, when you wrote two strings, it joined. But when you added, when you use that operator between two numbers, it gave you the sum, right? So you can use operators to do a lot of things. You can do 4 minus 5 also, give you -1. Okay, so you can do 4 into 5. So you can use all of your operators. Into is the asterisk symbol, right? So you can use such statements to quickly do some operation, right? So this is how we are using the operator, Ahmad. I guess that is helpful. Okay, great. Thank you so much, Ahmad. Right. So how many of you understood how can you use print to print strings or numbers or the operation of numbers, right? What you cannot do is if you're using any string, let's just say in this string, I am missing one double quote. If I'm going to miss a double quote, if I run, I'll run into an error, right? So never panic when you see an error. Make this a habit, very clear. Errors are your friends. They're going to help you, make a correction, right? Okay, Vatsardi, I would request you to take it slow, right? So because slowly you'll understand the recording of this will be still on the same Zoom, YouTube link. I request you to slowly take it. At this moment, what I would request you to do is if you can copy and run it. So when you are able to run it, you'll slowly understand it. Can you just confirm if you're able to run it? Type if you're able to run, type R in the chat box. Okay. Thank you so much. So everyone is able to run these things parallelly. Type R in the chat box. Thank you so much, Rahul. Okay, so Batsadi, I would request you to run this on your device. If, for example, you are able to have a tab or a desktop, even that is also helpful. If you are doing on mobile also, take it slow, run each of the statement and slowly understand, repeat, and slowly it'll take a little time if you are from a different background, because we have many people. How many of you are here from a non-coding background? Type N in the chat box. Abin Thomas says he's from a non-coding background. Thank you so much, Abin. Patsadi sir, yes. Ananda, yes. Right. So Ananda and Abin, you're able to run this even if you are from a different background. Thank you so much for doing it. And maybe Patsadi sir, it is because of the device, but you'd slowly get there. So the whole intent of this 5-day program is to give you confidence that you'll be able to do it. Take it slow, and you are going to get it. Okay. Thank you so much, Rahul. Rahul also says he's from a different background. That's not a problem, because we have many people in our community who are from a completely different background and are able to do start to begin coding by themselves, right? So that's not a problem, right? And whenever you face a challenge, Patsari sir, I do not like, whenever what happens is, why I'm being consciously telling you this is, whenever we hit a roadblock, we give up, right? So that is what we do not want you to do, or we do not want anyone to do. when you hit a roadblock, then you take help of others, right? So taking help is not giving up. It is refusing to give up, right? So I request, if at all you are feeling that it is difficult or something, you can ask someone in the group itself also, right? Even you can even ask me, right? So that is the whole goal of the course. Thank you so much. I hope we'll continue and get it. So when you do a mismatched quote, or do not use the given syntax properly, here you'll run into an error. Do not worry about this error. This error is going to be helpful in correcting. So it says invalid syntax and give me where I can do a correction, right? So it says like, for example, if I miss in this particular statement, I missed one particular quote and I'm going to run it. So it is showing me where I can put the quote, right? So you can just go and run it, and it has printed I will. Okay. So these are common errors that people can run into by mismatching quotes. Okay. So how many of you understood most of it, right? Even if it's new, most of it, if you understood, type U in the chat box. Thank you, Sunita. Thank you, Ahmad. Thank you, Rahul. Thanks, Arjanya. Thanks, Rahman. Thanks, Ananda. That's great. That's super awesome. You're doing great. If you are feeling any challenge, take it slow, and I'm sure that you will be able to make it, right? That's not a problem. Okay, so now that we have understood print statements and little about strings, we'll understand a little about variable, right? So now what we have done is, here we said print 4 into 5. Okay, so now if at all I want to have a result, right? If I want to print it in variables, I can do something like this. So take a screenshot. If you have all run it on your devices, take a screenshot so that you can put it on the group, right? Great. So that's great. So now what I'm going to do in the variables, I'm going to copy this particular statements and I'm going to paste it here. Okay. Now what we are doing here is, earlier we said the hello world in a directly print statement. Now what we are doing is, we are putting greeting as a variable. What is a variable? It is any word that you give, and then you give an equal to sign, and then write your value, right? So this is something called variable. You create a variable and store some value in it. So how can you understand a variable? Is it's like a box. You can put biscuits in the box, you can put chocolates in the box, so, and you can give that box to someone, right? So what is there in the box could be changed, right? So that is variable. So whatever you put in is the value. Whatever you can change is the variable. So the box can hold a lot of values. So that is what is a variable, right? So how many of you understood the concept of variable? Right. So what I'll do, I'll just explain it a little bit more, and then we'll take a result. Okay. So now what we have done is, I'm going to print this particular variable. For example, greeting says namaste from Pixeltest. I'm going to print here. I'm not going to use double quotes. If I use double quotes, the variable will become a string. Okay. So I'm going to run this. Now you can see that it says namaste from Pixeltest. Okay. Now if I change anything, say I say namaste and change to hello, and I have from Sachi. If I change the variable, I do not change the print statement. If you see earlier, I changed the print statement. Now I don't change the print statement. If I run it, it says hello from Sachi, right? So it changed, it got varied, right? So similarly, it can hold anything. Now I can hold a number. Let's just say I can hold 50. I can run it. It printed 50. I can even do some arithmetic also here. Like let's just say 50 into 4. If I run it, it's going to print 200. Right? So a variable can hold strings, numbers, arithmetic on numbers, and it can hold a lot of things. A variable can hold a lot of things. We'll discuss about more things that a variable can hold. But if you understood the overall concept of a variable, type U in the chat box. Right? So a variable is something that stores your values. Thanks, Roshni. Thanks, Rahul. Thanks, Ahmed. Thanks, Thomas. That's great. Okay. So now that we have understood a little about variable, we'll learn by exercise, right? The variable name can always change, right? Instead of greeting, I can say, let's just say, box. Okay. And in the box, instead of 15 to 4, I can give it anything. In the box, I say biscuits. Okay. And I'm going to print box. If I run it, it is going to print biscuits. Okay. So now I think Ahmed can ask a question. Why use a variable? You can directly print biscuits now, right? So Ahmed, that question came to you, right? So what happens is you can do a lot of operation with variables, right? So that is the major benefit. Thank you, Ahmed. I was just kidding. So now what you can do is you can always change what is there in variables. Okay, so let us do one example and I'll give you an understanding of this. Okay, so let's just say there are this example I'm taking, I'm copying and pasting it here. Sorry. So let's just say there's a variable name which is apples, right? So I can do a lot of arithmetic in it. Okay, so now what I can do is I am going to say create mangoes, and I'm going to say I have mangoes, 9. I picked 9 mangoes, then I've given two of them back. Okay, in apples also I've taken first 2, then I have added 5 more. Okay, so you've done some mathematics here. Now what I've done here is I said fruits equal to apples plus mangoes. Okay, so I have taken another variable which is apples plus mangoes. Then I'm going to print fruits. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much, Ahmed. Right, I'm going to run it. What happened? Said 14 fruits. Okay, so how did that happen? It first 2 plus 5 it did and saved that value 7 in apples. Okay, then mangoes it did 9 minus 2 and saved that value in mangoes. And now when you added 7 apples and 7 mangoes, it saved that value in fruits. Now when you print fruits, it printed 7 plus 7, which is 14. Okay, so how many of you understood what we have done here, right? So if you understood this particular example, type U in the chat box. Thank you so much, Ram. Thank you, Rahul. Thank you, Ahmed. Thank you, Sunita. So, Patsari sir, so I hope you understood it. If you are not able to practice, we're going to do it often. You can even try to understand the concept overall as well, because I know initially it feels a little complex, but you revise it, it will become easier. I'm 100% sure. Just keep at it, continue, and I'm sure that will be helpful, right? So now we have understood little about print statements. Have you understood? Yes, Partha sir, you said you understood but not able to execute. I think maybe another thing that you can try is take another device. If you have another mobile phone, if you're trying to run on mobile phone, maybe try to switch it in a landscape mode instead of the portrait mode when you switch. Uh, could be that you'll be able to run it. If you're not able to run it, try a different device. If you execute it, the confidence is different, right? So instead of just understanding, so I think that I hope today's after session you can try to execute it. Click on the run button and see. May have many people in the group also, they'll put screenshots from mobile. So I think you'll be able to do it. Okay. So that brings us to the end of today's day one session. Okay. I know if it is new, we need some time to process, right? But congratulate yourself on understanding, and some people also be able to execute. Thank you so much for joining us, and be excited for apart from this, sir, you can see the YouTube link that is shared on the group, right? You can open it, then it will be in your history. Okay, so thank you so much. It was a great, good start. Thank you so much, Sunita. So, Sunita, if at all you can unmute and let us know which city you're from, that would be also great.
Evening, sir.
Very good evening, Sunita. Which city you're from? Sunita?
I'm from Hyderabad, sir. I'm a student of MCA pursuing right now, second year of MCA.
Oh, great. So I'm also from Hyderabad. So nice to know
Okay.
you. Many people from MCM.
Yeah.
In Hyderabad, based in Madurai currently. Thank you so much, Rahul.
Okay.
That is awesome lecture. So keep at it, Sunita. We'll keep continue meeting. And any feedback link, Ram, we'll be sharing a assignment link. Best, I mean, we'll be sharing the same link on group. Take a screenshot of whatever you have run and put it on the group, right? Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. So. This particular sessions are part of a bigger course that we do at Pixeltest. These whole 5-day sessions are free. This is for you to take, people who have been thinking to get into IT or Python, to know that it is not tough. Yeah, this will give you a little confidence to think about it, know if it is for you, and proceed forward, right? So our actual programs, all the AI Bronze program, which helps in people getting data science jobs, is a paid program, but whole of these 5 sessions are free sessions. We are going to cover whole of the foundations of Python. The important fundamentals of Python will be covered, right? So I hope to see you every day. On day 5 we will talk more about the course, and if at all you build enough confidence, you can go ahead and join us as well, join our community. We have a 1000 members community, which is progressing day in day out, getting jobs, switching careers, bridging their career gaps, right? So you'll have a certificate, Sunita, for this 5 days, right? So that also we'll give it on the 5th day, the graduation day. We call it the graduation day, right? So we are super excited to have you all today, and also towards the graduation day also. As this is all free, only request that we would have is, I would be here committed, coming all throughout every day. Only thing that we ask of you also is to attend every day with the same sincerity that you have attended today. Okay, so that is the major difference, that uh, somebody who wants to act on it and somebody who does not want to act on it will do. Give it more time. Okay, so how many of you promise to be coming to all of the 5 days? Type me in the chat box. Thank you, Sushmita. Thank you, Sunita. Thank you, Ananda. Thank you, Rahul. Thank you, Ahmad. Thank you, Ram. That's great. Thanks, everyone. A lot of people wants to be here. Thank you so much, Parthasarthi, sir. Right. So I'm really grateful for all of you to giving me time, and giving yourself time. Thank you so much. Looking forward to you. Put the screenshots on the group, and if you have any other queries, you can always reach out. That's not a problem. People who are able to run it, uh, you can also help people who are not able to run it. So people on the group itself, I request people to put even your errors on the group queries also, like any code related query also, right? Thank you so much, everyone. Tomorrow we'll learn a little more about variables. We'll learn a little more about conditionals, like how can you give thinking ability to your programs, right? So that is the whole idea, right? You want your programs to think. So we will see tomorrow how you can make it a little think small, right? Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good one. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Abin. Have a great day. You too, Sunita. Thank you, Ananda.